Hello. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. And we've got a little thing that goes along here. Look, just to say, because I say it at the start of every time I do a live vlog, how I'm going to be doing things, and then someone inevitably gets awfully arsey at me for not doing things, you know, stuff. You know, things. Answering. There we go. Answering the questions. Now then, let me just check to make sure that I'm using the right things. Right camera. Yes. Yes. There we go. Bonjour, everybody. Nice for you to join me. Thank you very much for coming along for another I'm Too Lazy to Record It, so I'm doing a live vlog. I hope it's I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday evening. I can't talk. It's been like it all day. I did an Instagram live stream earlier on. Couldn't talk then, can't talk now. Rubbish. Right, everyone crack open your beers. We should probably have some kind of drinking game that's just between us lot, shouldn't we, really? So every time I say something, you have to drink it. Well, I don't know, whatever. We'll figure out that as we go along, shall we? So, yes. So what I'm going to do, apart from what this says, I don't know if anyone can actually read that. Hopefully you can. But apart from what this says, I'm just going to give it 10 minutes just for people to get in the room, to get into having a nice little chat, and I'll say hello to a few people and all that sort of good stuff. And then once we're all sorted, we'll launch into the normal vlog. And then we will do the sort of normal old gubbins where I bring you guys in and sort of have a little bit more of a conversation, as Philly would say. You know, you feel me? You feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Good. Right. Now then, let's have a little quick look and see who's in the room, shall we? Guybrush Threepwood. That's a fantastic name. Bonjour. Nice to see you. Zachary Johnson. Robert Peloni. Peloni? Is that right? Deborah Connor, thank you very much, and welcome to the very exclusive 4% Club. Gareth Martin, hello. Pat Falvey. Laszlo Gall, I think. Hello to Hungary. Nice to see you. Thanks very much. Chris Bridges, Texas. Bonjour. How you doing? Who we got? Andy Sullivan. Nick. Nick, you like that link, did you? Schwarzy's in. Schwarzy, Ian is in the house. So Ian does all the writing for my vlog. Not for my vlog. I'm lying to you blatantly. He doesn't script it. He does the writing for the website. There we go. He does the written reviews for the website, so you can go and see, go and check out his written reviews. They are very funny and always worth a little read, and it's you know, it's good. How did the London show go on this month, bud? I have no idea. I didn't go. Although it was surprising. I saw a little bit of footage of it, and it looked surprisingly okay. What else have we got? Oh, that'll sort of jerk it down a little bit. Who else we got? Sorry if I've missed you, but it's just gone and all gone wobbly. Ricky Wetton, Layer Vapes in his house again. Bonjour, thank you for your help earlier on. Layer Vapes. Eddie Summerford is in. Bonjour. Chris Island. I know a Chris Island, also known as Desperate Dan. Makes motorcycles. Amazing. Mad as a box of frogs, but very, very incredibly talented. What have we got here? Stuart Niven, good evening. David Almond, Super Anodyne, Jake Edwards, Joshua Spencer, Radwan, Azizan Aziz. That's a name to get your teeth into. Andy Sullivan, Jules Gilchrist, Martin Buckley, Deborah Connor. Whew, it's all good, isn't it? Hey. And Deborah's happy to be part of, or happy to be one. Happy to be one of the 4% Club. Absolutely, the 4% Club. Just in case you're unaware, is for the lady viewers that I have, because I don't have many. And according to YouTube, the stats are that about just over 4% of my viewership are the ladies. So any ladies that watch and subscribe automatically become a VIP member of the 4% Club. And I've still not done a fucking t-shirt. I still haven't. Todd's in the house. Bonjour. Nice to see you. Kelvin's in the house. Vaping with Nikki B. Gordon Stevenson. Louisa Lovenails. Hey, Louisa. How you doing? Andy Sullivan. Can't speak. Who else we got? OR Church. All Church. There we go. Some of that business going on. Yes, Layer Vapes, you're in the 4% as well. You're another VIP member. You lucky, lucky thing, you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Like I say, I'm just going to say hello to a couple of people for the next 5 minutes. Just get 10 minutes for everybody to get in the room, and then we'll crack on. And what we'll be doing is, as usual, we'll just do a normal bit of the vlog up front, and then we'll jump into the conversation, Mr. DeFranco style, but better. Stephen James, hi. Eric Van Dunn, how you doing? Malcolm Smith, Tom Moran, Paul McDonald, Shady Vapes, Dorothy Wars, Jules Gill. Fucking hell, they're kind of a bit sharp. There's a few of you in tonight, isn't there? What? I'm so amped. Fucking so am I, Vincent. So am I. Let's have another vlog, shall we? I hope everyone's having a jolly good Monday, though. Monday's always a bit of a shitty start to the week, so it's good to have a little bit of a chill out, have a little bit of a relax, and all that sort of good stuff to get the Monday going okay, I think. Do we think that's a good thing? Do we like the Monday vlogs? I think so. Like the PDS, but the what? Like the PDS, but the VBS. Okay. Andy Sullivan, you're awesome. You're awesome, Andy. Thank you very much indeed. Netherlands in the house. And Louis Hond is in the house from the Netherlands. Dave Jenks, thank you very much. You're the man. I fully agree with that one. Kaz Helka, another 4%er. Wee! Go on, girl, and get in there. Lovely old job. Joggy226, evening to you, sir. Evening. What else we got? The live Monday vlogs are nice, says David. Thank you very much indeed. El Petri, good evening from Germany, and good evening, Germany. I really should learn some German at some point in time. How's it hanging? Asks Ben B Vapes, to the left and a little bit squedged. Monday vlogs are awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Didn't see a name that passed through a little bit sharpish. Raid, can't pronounce your last name. From Saudi Arabia, though. Thank you very much for joining. Very kind. Hey, Baltimore, Maryland. I like that my American viewership is fairly spread out. That makes me quite happy. I kind of like that. Oh, I know something that I haven't mentioned. I'll talk about it. Well, I'll talk about it again in a little while because I forgot all about it. If anybody's got Vape magazine, predominantly if you're in the USA, I think the Americans, you cats over there really like Vape magazine, and a lot of vape shops seem to have it. I'm in it. I'm in it this month. It's very exciting. I haven't got my copy yet, so I can't show you. But you can go and check it out on their website as well. So I kind of wonder why they have a magazine. But I'm in it. Lynn's in. Good evening, Lynn. Welcome to the 4%, as always. Bernie Ty is from Wiltshire, Alabama, from Chase. That's Alabama. That's one of those sort of places I'd really like to go. Alabama. I don't think you get much more American. Tennessee, Austin, Texas. Fantastic. All right, Bob, how you doing? Got a couple of minutes of hellos left, and then we'll get cracking into it. You're the centerfold. I don't think I am. I think you'll find that's Danny Lolo. I think there is a 3-pager of me though. I think. With a really bad photo of me going, oh, I am sitting on the motorbike at the time, but all of the motorbike, you can kind of see it. There was a really kind of moody black and white one that they kind of put a purple tinge on, sitting in front of a couple of motorbikes, which you can't see the motorbikes, but they're there. Who else is in? Duluth, Minnesota says hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Cool vape name. Thank you very much indeed. No, cool vape name. Hey, Dean, love the Monday vlogs. Thank you very much indeed. I enjoy doing them. Canada. Hello, Canada. Lovely to see you. I think have we got Lois in there as well? She's Canadian, I think. Is she Canadian? I can't remember. Who else have we got? Watching you for over a year, says Bob the Builder. Thank you very much. I recognize the name, Bob. Thank you very much for sticking with me. It must have been hard. It can't have been an easy job. No. But well done. Well done for doing it. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Oh, that's another one. That's another one going. Oh, Eddie Summerford, thank you very much for your £2 donation. That will go into the Vet Bill Fund, which is many thousands of pounds. But thank you very much indeed. That's very, very kind of you. Dimlin, 4%. Well, hey, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Well done. See, it sounds like it's more than 4%. Don't know. Do the ladies like seeing me live more than recorded? Maybe. I don't know. No. And I should probably not talk like that. That's not good. No. Right. We'll stop that one, shall we? Here we got Cool Runnings from Australia. Who else we got going on? Gabriel, what's up, man? Not a whole lot. The Sky. Boom. I have been a bit of a grumpy shitbag today, so I'm trying hard not to be this evening because yes, it's been one of those days today. Is there another way to contribute to the vet fund? Ask DNNS84. There might be something happening soon for that, which may incorporate a 24-hour live stream, but I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you very much for asking. We need a 4% share. Yes, Layer Vapes, there absolutely does need to be a 4% share. However I tend to design it, it just looks really cheesy and shit. So I did talk before about having kind of a unicorn in it as well, just because why not? But no, I don't know. We'll see. If anyone fancies designing one for me, then feel free to drop me an email at info@vapingbiker.co.uk, and if I use it, then I'll make sure I send you one for free. There you go. I would offer you a cut in the profits, but seeing as I make about £1.50 a shirt, it's kind of not really worth the effort, to be honest with you. Now then, what is the 4% someone asked for? It's because 4% of my viewership of ladies. Just over 4% of my viewership, ladies. So it's a it's a very, very exclusive club. Very exclusive. Oh yes. Right. This is a really strong tea. All righty. So we're 10 minutes in. I think I've said hello to a bunch of you. Sorry if I've missed you so far, but as this says along here, if you can read it, where is it? There it is. Woo. Let me know if you can read that for a start, because otherwise that would be pointless being up. But what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing the normal bit of the vlog, which is basically me telling you about stuff that's come in and that's being added to the review queue. And then after that, we've got a sort of a bunch of other things to talk about, things like mesh RDAs. We've got a little bit of Vape Fest action going on there. We've got a few bits and bobs in all manner of different ways. So that is when I will be kind of paying. That's when I'll be paying more attention to the chat, so I can make sure I kind of try and answer as many questions as I can. So don't get upset if I don't see you prior to that. You know, you feel me? Thank you. Thank you for your patience. It's much appreciated. However, and I'm not saying this just because it's trying to get money at you, but if you do use the super chat, then it does it highlights everything in different colors for me. So it kind of, I can't ignore that one, you know? So yeah, but that's not, that's not, that isn't a must have. It's a nice to have. It's not a must have. So let's have a little chat. I did make a couple of quick notes because I've got absolutely no fucking chance of remembering things. And I also can't remember what I told you about beforehand. So that doesn't bode well either, does it? So we'll wait and see. Now then, let me have a little vape of this first. So bits and bobs are coming into the queue. What we've got here is the KO mod from Chris Scott Mods, CSM Mods. I picked one of these up. Chris gave me one of these to review at Vape Fest last weekend, and I am going to be doing a little review on this bad boy in the not too distant future. This has got the funky wizzy Yeti board in it. That's got the little joystick at the bottom rather than having the two buttons. So that's going to be pretty darn sweet. Oh, Mike Vape's in the house. Hello, Mike. I was just watching Mike doing a great live stream, and now he's in it. Oh, that's nice. So yes. Anyway, so the KO from Chris. I have been using this every day since Fest. So I imagine that one's going to be out fairly soon, to be honest with you. What else have we got? We have got come in. I can't remember if it was, I think it was it was at Fest as well. Can't remember if I showed you this last time, but this is the 1111 from Vapors Cloud with the Buddha Z. Is it Buddha Z? Buddha V2? Whatever it is. Can't remember what it is. But I've only just managed to coil it up today, which is very good. I've got an 18650 in it, which is why you've got the gap in there, and I haven't got a little beauty ring going on. And it's vaping like a trooper. For days, I tell you, for days. So there's plenty of that business going on. So that they're both going to be in the review queue. I'd like to get to those sooner rather than later, but I have one motherfucker of a review queue to try and get behind. So I know I've not had a whole hell of a lot of kind of regular content up of late, and I apologize once again. Unfortunately, Vapefest kicked the arse out of me, and it made my fibro and AS just go through the roof, and I've been pretty fucking ill, to be fair, to the point of there was 1.5 days I've only been able to mouth to lung. What? So yeah, that was a thing. But yeah, I'm getting much better now. Still very sore, but much better. But that's why there's not been as much content as I would have liked. There would have been some reviews up today, but as we all know, Dean's a bit of a bellend and completely forgot to recharge the battery that goes in his camera. The new Wizzy camera? Oh, yes. I thought I had enough, but then I had to fanny around with microphones. And by the time I actually got to try and record anything, the battery was going, nah, fuck you. So I had to stick that on charge, and away we go. Now, Layer Vapes very kindly in my Instagram live feed I did earlier today suggested a power pack thing. So I'm probably going to get one of those and or a second battery, because I had 2 batteries for my last camera, and that kind of worked out pretty well. So we'll all get going with that one. Now, once again, I'm just going to say it quickly. If I don't see your chat right at this moment in time, it's only because I'm trying to do the vlog stuff, and if I go off kilter, then I'll fuck it. So I will be paying attention to the chat in a little while. Now then, what else have we got? What else have we got? Did I tell you this? Did I show you this? Can't remember if I showed you this or not. This is the Beehive squonker. This is something that came from Vapefest. Urban Vapor in the UK gave me this, and I've got to say it's a sub £100 3D printed squonker, and it's got a friction fit door to it, and I don't know if you'll be able to see the insides of that. Hopefully you will. One of the great things I found out about this today is you see that contact that goes along the side there, rather than being copper with a plating on it, this is actually 95% silver, 5% copper. So it's kind of like jewelry grade silver, which is pretty amazing, really. And you've got a mod maker squonk bottle in there and a mod maker 510, so it's pretty badass. And you also have a lock on it, so you can lock it so you can't fire it accidentally, which I think is very, very cool. And for under £100 in today's market, that ain't too shabby, to be honest with you. Apparently you can take this side off as well, but I don't know. Can't say about that one, but they do a whole bunch of different colors in it. So if you want a cheapy squonker, go and check that out at Urban Vapor. I don't know, urbanvapor.co.uk, maybe, don't know, can't remember, but Urban Vapor, Google it, you'll find it. But no, it's actually rather spiffy. I've got the Pulse 24 sitting on top of one of those at the moment. I'm sure I've told you about that before, but I see it's still got the same thing as the original Pulse had, with the airflow holes not lining up, so I can't have 50% on each hole, which really annoys me. And you can fit 2 coils in it. It's an airy sucker. It really is an airy bastard. So so that's a thing. But yeah, they sent me this without checking first, I think. So I probably will do a review on it, but no, that's not too soon, I don't think. Hello, is Todd banning someone? Thank you very much, Todd. Thank you. Oh, you see, look. See? Oh, come in here, start fucking around. Doom. Didn't say it, but thank you very much indeed. Right. What else have we got going on? Now I'm looking at chat, you see. I'm going off. I'm not paying attention now because I'm going on chat just to see if anyone else is being a dick, and we've got to boot them. Oh dear, please, just there's no need to come on. Why would you? Why? What possesses people to come onto a live stream and just go, I don't understand that. I don't understand why people do that. You've got to have something wrong with you. You're not wired right. Anyway, right, let's move on. Now then, I'm so pleased I've got Todd there doing the good thing. Anyway, what else have we got? We also have. Where's it gone? Oh no, there he is. On top of the KO from Chris Scott, we've also got the Aura from Mr. Daniel DJLSB. Now, I'm using this with side airflow because I have found, now, whilst I did say on the Galatech review, someone commented about oh, I don't like that because you over squonk and it goes everywhere. And I commented back and said, well, yes, but blaming your RDA for over squonking is a little bit like blaming a car for getting a speeding ticket, and I kind of stand by that. And it's a chat that that myself and see, I looked at the chat, shouldn't look at it. Yes, what was I saying? Too fast, speeding tickets. Yes, you get used to it. You get used to whatever you're doing. So, I mean, and especially if you've been squonking for a while and have had stiffer bottles, Mrs. That's what she said, you would give it a sort of fairly hard press. You give it a tough squeeze, you know, and just to get a little bit of juice come out. But with these softer bottles, I mean, these mod maker ones are lovely, but with these softer ones, you don't have to give it too much of a press, and it comes out. So yeah, I mean, I'm cheating with this Aura at the moment by closing off the bottom airflow and just having the side airflow. But that seems to be going great guns. But I am going to test the living fuck out of it because I like Daniel and I want to, you know. Well, I mean, I like everyone, but you know what I mean? I'll shut up. I'm going to test the fuck out of it, as I do with everything. Right, good. So then, as I said, I'll come to the chat in a little while and answer everyone's questions after I've done the what's new and what's come in shit. All right? Now, did I show you in the last vlog? You'll have to tell me. Did I show you this funky 160? Did I show you that? Did I show you that? I don't understand. Well, the retro as fuck for a start, and also 24 mil overhang. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. I know a lot of people are raving about it, but I've not looked at any. I've not looked at any reviews at the moment, but no, I'm kind of trying to make up my mind on it, and then I'll go and make sure I've not forgotten anything at some point in time. I mean, the screen is busy as fuck as well. That's a lot of information on that screen, isn't it? So yeah, it's a thing, but that's getting tested. But don't know. Well, really, I don't know. Now then, excuse me, I'm very windy. It's the tea in me. What else have we got? What else have we got? Trigger, not from Only Fools and Horses, but the trigger mod from Dovpo. This is a thing. Look at that. Look. Is that lit up? Is that lighting up? I don't know. Is that lighting up? No, it's not lighting up. This is the thing, but can you see down the middle of the screen, it looks as though it's kind of like singed, and both of the ones that I've got look a little bit like that. So I'd really be interested if Mike Vapes or anyone else in the any of the other reviewers that may be watching have got one of these and have the same sort of thing, because you look at it, especially once the screen is dimmed, and it just looks like there's a burn going down the middle, you know. It's weird. Don't really get it. Christopher Egger, show us the overhang. I think I've done that on Instagram, have I? But hang on, fucking hell, hang on. Always doing something. Let's have a little look here. But you're not going to be able to see this on my camera. You're not going to be able to see that on my camera. Can you see that overhang? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm thinking you probably can't, but it's there. Anyway, there we go. It's an overhang. Yes, it is. Yes. But, you know, only a little one, but nonetheless, an overhang. It's like saying I got drunk. I only got a little bit drunk. I only threw up a little bit, but, you know, still got drunk, didn't you? But there you go. It's a thing. So, yeah, that's happening. Also, oh, yeah, and also with this Dovpo thing, strange thing about this one is that you've got your controls here and you've got your screen underneath the controls. That's there. But then on the other side, you've got your firing button. So you kind of your fingers are opposite. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. Don't know how I feel about that at the moment. So it's that's happening. Now then, what else have we got? Yes, people could see the overhang. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be of service. Hey, I am but your humble servant. Now then, what else have we got? Is there anything else? What have I said? KO Squonker, Mini, Buddha, 1111, Beehive Squonk, Buddha. No, already put that one in there. Aura, Trigger, Funky. I think that is the main things. Did I get 2 things in today? Convinced I got 2 things in today. Anyway, oh, you may want to be aware of this. I have been using, I don't review them. Easy before I get all the grief in the comments. I'm not reviewing it, but this is the fat glass on the Manta tank from Advocain, and it looks scarily like the Reload with its regular glass on there, but no, they sent me that. They knew that I wasn't going to review it, and they sent it for me to have a little go at anyway. It's rather good. It's rather good. I'm quite surprised, and especially once you put the big bulbous tank on. It looks a bit iffy, but once that's on there, you get a fuck ton of juice, a metric fuck ton of juice. So, you know, that's and yeah, vape quality not so bad either. There's going to be a whole bunch of reviews. I'm not even like, oh, wind. I'm not even going to tell you how many reviews you got coming up, because whilst I've not been putting much content out recently, because of illness, I have been using a lot of stuff. So I've been testing a lot of things. So I've got a lot of things at the point of being ready to get reviewed. So I'm hoping now, when I say this is the kiss of death, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do like 5 Monday to Friday or at least 5 reviews a week, at least, on top of the vlog. So that's my plan for the next couple of weeks, and that should make a fairly hefty sort of impact hole in my review queue, which is just not good. Not good at all. Oh, by the way, something that you might find quite interesting. Sorry about the clap for headphone users. The Aegis here. Now then, that's going to be an interesting one, because I'm going to disagree with a few of the reviews out there on one particular thing on that one. That's going to be coming up this week, though. That's going to be fun. Managed to set fire to some cotton in temp mode today. That was good. And then what have we got here? Ow, bad shoulder. Now, Vaporesso did send me through a couple of the Revenger kits. Now, I had the original Revenger kit just after Expo last year. No, not last year. Fucking idiot. I had the original Revenger kit with the wrong software on it, and it just really annoyed me. It annoyed, you know, a lot of reviewers went out there, and it's not their fault, because they were given something from Vaporesso and said, yes, this is our product, go and review it, and the menu system was a bag of shite. And yeah. And they did. I don't think they actively chased up the reviewers to say, woohoo, hang on, before you review it, we've got another one. We've changed it. We've sorted it all out. So yeah, I put my parts on about that, I'm afraid. So yeah, I thought it was a fingerprint magnet and it was a pig and nightmare, but the menu system was a bag of shite. So yeah, that's not happening. But no, the final thing, I'm convinced something else came in anyway, but the final thing that I'm going to talk about new in today, if you've seen my, what have I done with it? What have I done with it? What? Seriously? Oh my Lord. Now then, there is an RDA floating around here somewhere, which I've now lost. I've got, where's it gone now? Seriously though, where's it gone? I have got, promise, the fucking, the mesh RDA. I got the box is here. The mesh RDA from Vandy Vape. Now then, if you'd have seen my my Instagram and Facebook post earlier on today, and I think I put it on Twitter as well, I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. I'm certainly not feeling it right now because I can't find the fucking thing. But oh no, there it is. Here it is. Yes, there it is. Right. Let's put it on this fucking funky bollocks, shall we? Let's put it on here just for shits and giggles. Now then, let's get the top cap off. So this is one of those RDAs that people are using mesh on these days. And so mesh has been put in it. I cut down the mesh that came with it, so it wasn't quite so bulbous, and fairly stacked it all in there. Now then, it should be fine and dandy. New coil, yes. Hang on. Oh, fucking timing out bastard thing. 66.6 watts, that is, ladies and gentlemen, on something that might be a little bit overpowered. But that is weak as piss. The only way I've managed to get this to be in any way remotely useful is if I've gone to sort of 85. Let's go to 88.8, shall we? Let's just sort out this this fucking OCD bollocks. A bit more respectful, however, it's still a bit lame. It's limp. It's limp. It's like Saturday night after far too much alcohol. It's just limp. And the flavor is nah, not really getting it. You're putting a hoofing great amount of power through there, not getting very much in return. So I don't get it. I just don't understand it. And this coil's coming through at a 0.17. It is the stainless steel mesh, but yeah, 0.17 Guybrush Threepwood. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donation to the Dizzy Vet charity fund thing. It's not really a charity, but the Vet Fund. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. €5. Thank you, sir. But no, for this thing, and also, by the way, another little joyous thing that happened after I'd been sort of trying to figure out what it was all about earlier on. Dry hit at 80 odd watts. That's a joy to behold. Gotta love it. Took the top cap off. The middle of the cotton was still saturated to fuck. It was dry as a motherfucker on the outside. What? And so yes, toys went out of the pram a little bit on that one. That's why I didn't have it on a mod just then, because I kind of lost my shit on that one. So what I've got to do is I have got to give it a good old test and try and make sure, or try and see if I can make some kind of coil work. But where the airflow is on here, if you try and get that, if you use the Canthal Canthal mesh and have a much smaller coil so it's closer to the deck, then the airflow is just going to over the top of it. So I'm fucking lost. I am lost. I just can't see the point of it. I can't understand the point of it at all. So yes, that's my decision on that one. So granted, we have not got off on a good foot. On a good footing, got off at the good start. Well, you know what I mean. We haven't started well, my relationship with this mesh thing. Hello, Mr. Todd is in the house. Hello.
I forgot. You told me to come in at the mesh bit, but I completely forgot.
Well, the reason I said to come on in the mesh bit, and now we've done my stuff. Let's just do some of that business and some of that. Yes, the reason I said about coming on in the mesh bit is because you're old and you've used mesh for many, many years, and you did a fantastic video about mesh use for wicking for RDTAs. So for modern kind of RDTAs, using a mixture of mesh and cotton, which I thought was fantastic. So tell me, like, did you just hear about my complaints about this mesh business? Have you got any thoughts on it?
No, I mean, well, once you've had a dry hit on mesh, you never use mesh again. It's just pain. It's just torture. Yeah, it's like you said, mate. It doesn't make any sense that having to vape at that high a wattage to get so little return.
Exactly. I mean, people complain enough about battery life in mods as it is. If you imagine trying, well, you wouldn't be able to vape that on a single battery 75 watt mod and get anything useful from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I mean, I've said to you already, I mean, I got the Tefan BT in Germany and I only had a DNA 75 with me. I couldn't use it. It's just not enough power.
Ridiculous, isn't it? I just don't understand it. I'll be really interesting. Mike Vapes is in the chat room. I think Mike was going to have a look and see if he got this Vandy Vape mesh RDA in his mail today. So I'd be interested to know if he got that, because I'd be interested to see what he thinks of it. But no, I cannot see the point in it. I did get asked today if I would review the Ceto from Cthulhu, and I just said no, absolutely no point whatsoever. No. I can't, you know, that takes even more of the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you make sure that you've got, and you know this, but as long as you make sure you've got cotton touching all the mesh and it's saturated all the time, you should be fine.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, because if you put a big honker great bit of cotton in there, and I don't know if you ever got this with that BT thingy, but it kind of it atomized all of the outside bit of the cotton. I'm trying to words so hard. Atomized all of the juice on the outside of the cotton, leaving the inside still soggy wet, but the outside dry as a motherfucker. So it was just not cool at all, and it doesn't give you any warning, does it? It just goes vape, vape, vape in your face. Fuck you.
Well, the thing is with the BT, because it's vertical, you were supposed to, depending on how high a VG liquid you were using, you would thin it out more if you were using a thicker VG. But because it's horizontal and the one you're using, Christ knows how that'll work.
No, it's not cool. I think it's just someone. I think that I've seen a few kind of Instagram coilers that are using mesh on the inside just to make their coils look cool as fuck, which works well, and they've often got wire around the outside like a Jenny build. But I think someone in China or wherever has gone, oh, I know. What about if we just use that as instead of the coil? That would make just clouds for days, huge wick coverage. That'd be great. No, it just doesn't work like that. So yeah, it's.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, mesh, a normal mesh wick, going back to Genesis, was for fruit flavors and tobaccos. Sub 15 watts was just to die for, but it's for what they're trying to get to do. It just it's a fail. I think it's a fail.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this up to you when I finish with it. If I get another dry hit, I might be able to throw it and it'll still get to you. But yeah, there we go. So that's the idea of mesh stuff. No, bag of shite. Not interested. But I will have a little look in chat in a minute. Thank you very much for booting someone earlier on. Didn't see what he'd posted. You can tell me what that is later on. But I'm sure the guy was being a bellend. So thank you very much for that.
He was. He liked the beaches.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, cool. So just so people know, there's been a few people that have been messaging me recently asking about clones, and I'm not going to go into that again. I am going to do a video, just a short one, just explaining my standpoint on clones and why I don't agree with them and don't use them. And I'm not getting into it tonight. It's just not happening. So don't try and goad me into it, you lovely people in chat there. But no, it's not happening. But no, I don't do them, and I don't see the point in this day and age for them. And I will explain why soon to come. Something else that I need to show you.
How do you feel about clones then?
What?
How do you feel about clones then?
Get fucked. Now then, look. Now, vaping people. There we go. How do we like that? Anyone fancy a... you can't see that. That's not even focusing, is it? Fuck. A vaping biker logo theme on your DNA 75C. I'm really interested. Please, in the chat or in the comments, if you're watching this on replay, let me know if you're using a DNA 75C, the color one, and you've messed around with themes and all that sort of good stuff, because I'm really interested in getting your opinion on those. And there may be my vaping biker one will be available on the website at some point in the near future if you're interested. Mr. Todd. Fucking, I tell you, he's been begging me for it for ages.
Yeah, I've been testing it all day.
I think you might be telling porcupines there, sir. Right then. What else have we got going on here? So, a couple of little things to talk about, I guess. There is the little kind of discussion about Vape Fest. The event that we went to, and I was really pleased to be able to use my new Rode microphone on the camera that I was very excited about, and then I completely forgot to turn it on until I did an interview with Flitzy. So yes, Hashtag Bellend happened in full force there. So I still haven't managed to put that video together, but hopefully I'll do something. But Vape Fest. A few people have been asking my opinion on this, and so I thought I'd cover it a little bit on this one. Do you want to say anything about it before I get stuck in?
After you, sir, I'll let you dig your hole.
Right, so Vape Fest. It tends to be an event that a lot of people will say is the best in the UK, that just lose their minds over it every time Vape Fest happens. And I can see why people enjoy it. I can see why people enjoy it. The social aspect, particularly if you're in kind of certain groups, or you like high-end mods, or, you know, you like your custom stuff and all that sort of stuff. I get that. I do. However, not being in that sort of stuff kind of gives you a little bit of a different feel about things. And in this event, I mean, I found Vape Fest this year to be pretty dull. Now, it was great hanging out with like Mr. Todd and Inky and G-Shire and various people, and even met up with Mr. Schwar for a short time, and the people that I met there. I thought that was fantastic. However, for me, because there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of vendors there. The weather was shit. There wasn't a huge turnout of people, and because of that, some of the vendors started packing away at kind of lunchtime on Sunday. So I'm not going to go there to buy a lot of kind of high-end mods and all that sort of malarkey. But you know, it's a thing. I get why people like it. For me personally, I thought it was okay. It was all right from a social aspect of meeting up with people. I don't think that unless you were, I don't think many people that won't already have pals going there would have such a great time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a fair comment.
Yeah, so I mean that was my idea of that one, to be honest with you. It was an okay event for what it is, but it most certainly is not one of my favorites. My favorites are without a doubt the Vapor Expos that happen twice a year. The one coming up at the end of September, I think is it September? End of September? I can't remember. October. Okay. Whenever that one is. The Vapor Expos are my favorites just because there is a huge plethora of vendors going on there, massive variation in types of people that go, and it's just really one of those things that is just a really enjoyable event for a lot of people. But it does amuse me that the people that diss Vape Expo are the same people that will say, "Oh, it is what you make it" when you go to Fest. So, I think that's an interesting kind of turny flip round of people's opinions. But that's something that annoys me on that one. But there you go. I don't like it. If yes, anything is what you make it. An event is what you make it with your friends and everything else. However, you know, if the environment isn't best for you, then you know, what is it? Crack on. Anyway, there you go. So that's my thoughts on it in a nutshell. It was all right. Different types of people like different things. Me personally, not going next year. Not doing it. Can't be asked. It's a lot as well. It's a lot to crack all the way over to Shrewsbury just to stand out in a drizzly field for 2 days and then drive back again. You're
a grumpy old shit. You really are.
Yes, I know. It's probably I'm just gonna upset people for that all over the place. But no. I mean, same as with anything, isn't it? You know, I mean, there isn't a best RDA, so in the same way, there's not a best event. It's whatever you fancy, really, whatever tickles your taste buds. Now then, what else have we got going? Have you got anything you want to say about Vape Fest, or do you want to swerve that one like another?
You know, I was just enjoying that. No, I mean, I'm the opposite to you. I mean, yeah. I go to the expos. Well, I mean, like the expo in October. I mean, I've just booked it, but I'm booking it mainly just, well, being perfectly honest, to catch up with you. But it's not necessarily my kind of event.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that great a time when we went earlier on this year, so it was almost like a role reversal. You Vape Fest and me in Expo. But it's yeah. you get to catch up with folk, you get to have a blether, but Expo, I think, well, I really do think Vape Fest was, I think the weather had a big impact on it.
Definitely, absolutely. I agree with you there.
Because it was hot. I mean, you remember last year going round, it was beaten down with sunshine and it was like a carnival atmosphere. Whereas this year there was hail, thunder, lightning, and yeah, it does kind of dampen the mood a little bit. But no, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. I wonder if it's got anything to do with our particular types of vaping. Do you know what I mean? That's an interesting kind of thought. In as much as a lot of the stuff that you do is kind of some very nice gear, and you know, you come from only slightly being pulled away from mash to lung stuff, so we're kind of getting you into being a little bit cloudier. Whereas I'm kind of the other way. I'm all about the cloudier stuff, and I'm kind of being pulled a little way into some of the restricted stuff from time to time. So I wonder if the events are have a direct relationship with our style of vaping.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it's it's this dangerous territory, but the groups, yeah, the scene that I'm in go to Fest. Most of them go to Fest, and that's their event.
Yeah,
and Expo is more your kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And bearing in mind, I don't like thumping loud music, even though a lot of the tents at Fest were playing thumping loud music. I'm not a massive fan of that. It's all metal.
Yeah.
But there you go. Right. Shall we have a little look-see about the chat then for a minute? I've got a few other things just to chat about tonight as well that we can talk about. Oh God, I've got so much wind tonight, Todd. Yes, so bang in some questions. Start at Vaping Bike or at Todd's Reviews if you've got anything for either one of us, and let's have a go. Oh goodness, right. I tell you what I'm going to do. Right, you talk for a second, Mr. Todd.
Yeah, no, sorry, I better not. I'm about to tell Eat Meat to get it up himself, but there you go. They're still going on about clones.
Oh goodness. Oh, look, the thing is, like I said, if you hang on, put the screen on. If you like them, if you're happy with them, then fill your boots. However, me personally, and we're all allowed our own opinion, don't agree with them. Boom. Before we have any more talking about it in the chat, let's not waste time and energy on that. There's no point. There's no win here. So we can do that, and then you can all give me shit when I do the video in the next week or so. All right? Everyone happy?
It's very true.
Right. Hang on. I've got an idea for something. Hold you on a second.
Right, there's a question. Right, Guybrush three wood. Sorry, buddy. Vaping Biker Todd's Reviews, Aura or Dead Rabbit?
Oh, that's a tough one. I like the Dead Rabbit a lot, and I like the ease of building on the Dead Rabbit. And I think it's a pretty tasty looking little device. I think the flavor and clouds are a good mix on it. I think they're great. And the Aura I haven't finished testing yet, so I can't really give a full rundown.
I'll go with you. I have a review waiting to go up for the Dead Rabbit, and I surprisingly really liked it. I hate the logo with a passion. I really hate the logo. But vape wise, I think the flavor from it, from something that's more in your territory, you know, yeah. I was quite surprised by the quality of flavor from it. But the one from Daniel, I've shut up. Yes, I had some problems getting my first build in it. That's why he's laughing at me. So I've still to test it.
Absolutely. So there's been a bunch going through there then, but let's go with a random one. Have you had the chance to try our clean coils? I haven't yet. I've got them here next to me. Oh, hang on, I've still got the camera on, Mark. Let me turn the camera off, Mark, for a second. I've got them here next to me, and I haven't even opened them yet, buddy, but I will try them at some point. And like I say to everybody, when it comes to the coils, the reason I'd love to be able to do more, but I'll go through 20 coils a week when I'm testing various RDAs, and that means that if I put in your super flash funky aliens, then it might be in there for 24 hours before I then throw it away, which seems a bit wasteful. So I tend to try and use the nicer coils when I'm using something that I get the chance to actually use because I'm enjoying it. So there. Did you get any of these?
Yes, here's mine here. They're excellent.
You put them in a safe place. What's a good RDA for beginners? Asks Robert Black. I think there's so many to choose from. Anything with a velocity style deck, the Dead Rabbit's easy to build. There's loads.
A beginner one, don't spend any more than £30. And like Dean says, there's so many out there and they really are so easy to build on now.
Definitely.
So yeah, I don't know, just Dead Rabbits with tofos, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah, and with the Vandy Vape gear as well, there's just a crap ton of cheap gear floating around now. So there's a lot of very cool stuff floating around. Any new 2-battery squonkers regulated coming? I don't know of one. Do you?
No, not yet. Nothing's been thrown in the shed door as yet.
No, but there will be loads. Trust me, there will be loads. Are cruisers or super bikes more popular in the UK? Asks BHAV. Said I can't say your name. Honda have stopped making cruisers for the EU market. There you go. So that explains that one. Todd, you're a prince, says Bill Hubbard.
Yes. That I sent Bill a present. He didn't know it was coming, so it just arrived today with him. So he's been awfully nice about it. Yes.
Aren't you a sweetie?
Yes.
What's your go-to build for a single 18650 mech? Asks Andy Batten.
For me,
yes.
The 0.5 ohm every time. 26 gauge wire, and that's me. That's what I go for. You only get Canthal, don't you? No. there's other wire.
Well, I've got my biker coils. Someone was saying about trying to give them a name. Basically, the coils that I did in a video last week. Just the Claptons, not the parallels. I've got a pair of those going in here over a 3mm, coming in at 0.18, the VTC5A in there at the moment, and it's going like a trooper. What?
No, I'm just reading this. The guy says, OMG vapes. He just says, to you.
Yes.
Thanks for the great advice, and you've really given him direction.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. I can't remember our conversation, but thank you. And you crack on, sir. You follow what you want to do. That's what I say. No. It throws me for six when people say nice things. I'm used to people just giving me grief. What else have we got? Dean, your coils are very naughty. 0.14 clouds a fucking day. Oh, you're doing a 0.14, are you cheeky monkey, you? Right, now then, here's the thing. Instagram, Mr. Todd. Now
yes.
Now then, you've not really been a strong Instagram person, have you? In as much as you don't really care about it, and yet you have a monster following on Instagram. Monster. How have you managed that one? Is it longevity? Is it because you've been in there a long time?
I have Instagram on my phone, and I take a picture and it goes to Instagram and to my Facebook page and my Twitter page now as well. I have absolutely no idea how it works, and that's it. I didn't realize until a while ago that you were supposed to follow other people. Didn't know that was a thing. So
I'm pretty sure you're still not following me, by the way.
I'm not actually following one single person. But I get a feeling that you're going somewhere with this.
No. It's just a thing because Instagram seems to be just going. It's like the main thing with vaping now. I'm seeing kind of mods and RDAs and stuff come out on Instagram before I'm seeing them on Facebook groups and things.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a hell of a thing. And one thing that I have noticed about Instagram is vape models make me feel like a real dirty old perv because they're all so young and not wearing many things. So that kind of offends me, and I feel slightly offended by the fact that I'm offended by that. Oh, Mike Vapes asks, at Vape and Biker and Todd, mesh is supposed to be for wicking, so if mesh and cotton RDAs make no sense to me, nah, well, so if mesh and cotton RDAs make no sense, well, Todd, do you want to explain why you did your wicking video? Oh no, he's talking about RDAs.
Talking about RDAs, yeah.
Yeah, no, make no sense to either of us, mate. No. Not a clue. Don't understand it. It's fucking pointless. A whole bunch of pointless. What else we got going on? Oh yes, the Instagram stuff. So yeah, apart from the Instagram models making me feel filthy, and needing to scrub myself down with Domestos, I had the Boomerang. Have you seen the Boomerang app? Or the Boomerang thing where it kind of just like loops things?
No.
Oh, it's so annoying. People need to stop the fuck using that because it just upsets me so much. Ah, dear.
What I don't get is and it really confuses the hell out of me, is companies that run their businesses through Instagram. Trying to get information on a product through Instagram is, okay, I'm old, but it fries my brain. It really does. Yeah. I mean, go away, create a secret group in Facebook. Don't let anybody join it like everybody else.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. That's understand. I don't think it's ever going to take over Facebook when it comes to kind of your groups and getting mods and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I was speaking to the lovely people that do the extruder from Definitive Designs. They do. I think they release like 10 a month because I think it's the guy and his brother that are that make them. And so they do like a lot of groups do, and they just kind of they have a release and you X1 it in the group, and then they do a randomizer, and if you're lucky enough to get one, then everyone's a winner. Oh, hang on, I am gonna get rid of someone. But oh no, nearly got rid of the wrong person then.
Bye, El Chapo.
Boom.
He's gone.
I think I got rid of him. Did I get rid of him?
You did.
Good. There we go. There we go. Boom. Hopefully I didn't get rid of someone else by accident. That would be upsetting, wouldn't it? Right. Yes. So you can't help it when these people with very small penises come in and have to shout at the world, can you? What?
So what were you talking about? I
don't know, mate. Hang on. Press the wrong one.
Bloody amateur hour. Dead ear face. What? That's shocking.
I was deleting them rather than blocking him. You see. There we go. Done. Banned. Gone. Now then, yes. I can't remember where I was going, mate. I can't remember at all. Nah, fucking no idea. Instagram confuses me. It's a nightmare. So, tell me what you're doing at Expo. You're coming down to see me, obviously.
Yes.
Will you be available for signing fans' autographs?
Not. No.
Have you signed a boob yet?
No. Well, maybe a man's, but no.
Right, the first person that gets marked to sign a boob will get a free sticker or postcard from me. Now then. Right, let's go into the chat, shall we? Have we got any more questions to either Todd or myself? I want Todd to sign my left boob, says Mike Vapes. I think you might have his right boob, something special, I don't know, but he wants you to do the left. Yes, if there's any questions, please come across and get them out now. How are you getting on with the beehive? Yes, I like it a lot. I'm using it quite a lot. Boom. Have those apples. Got very excited when I found out today that about the silver purity in the contacts. Todd's reviews: Beyond Vape is an exclusive full black dead rabbit version going on with a black logo. Well, there you go. That's the thing.
There's a question. Vape Vape persons. What a name. They want to get a squonker, but they can't find one in stock anywhere, or which one to get. Any recommendations? Preferably an unregulated.
Do you want to go first?
Depends on your budget. It really does. I think I don't know. Is Matt selling them? The new Wotofo Centurion RAM?
I don't think he's got them in stock as yet. I know he did his sort of look video at one, first look video for one, but I don't know if he's got them in stock yet. But that could be worth a look. But we've not tried those yet, so we don't know what they're like.
No, true. Recommendations wise, watch Dean's reviews. They're excellent.
For a mechanical for under £100, this is splendid. It's really well made and seems to be rather good. So I'm rather enjoying that. Alternatively, I really like the drone still. If you do want regulated, I think the drone is a great regulated mod.
Oh, did you see who? Oh, God, can't remember their name. Met them at Vapefest, and they had a Kanger Dripbox 2.
That was that thing that looked like oh God, what was it? What were those mods that were around like 3 years ago with the big H on them? They have a big H on them.
Oh, the hell! Oh, crap. Somebody in chat save us.
They were quite kind of squarey things, and they had those horrible little BB buttons, didn't they?
Yeah, it didn't actually feel that bad. It felt like quite a good mod. It was a good squonker, good regulated squonker.
Yeah, I think that was a single battery one. It came out kind of tail end of last year, didn't it? But it didn't really get any traction.
Yeah, but he said it was okay. He bought it when he was abroad, so he couldn't find it in the UK.
Yeah, I've not Hannah mods. There we go. David Rand says, "Oh no, there's a bunch of people." Joel Youngs is on the Hannah mods. There's a load of people now. So yes, absolutely, those were the puppies. But that Kanga one reminded me of a Hannah mod.
Yeah, no, I get where you're going with that. I get that.
There we go. But yeah, I never saw them in shops, so I don't know what happened there. What have we got here? Stabwood mods. Can e-liquid damage them, especially the condensation on the top? Asks Mr. Schwar.
Just keep slapping the Howard's wax on the top. If it's stab, it shouldn't be that much of an issue, but it can and will over time fuck with the wood. It will do. So
I imagine it's also down to the quality of the stabilization as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 non-stabs that 510s are a bit ropey because of juice. And I've got one stab that, yeah, I've had an atty leak on it quite badly, and it's been left sitting, and yeah, it has affected it. So, yeah, keep an eye on it, and just keep slapping some Howard's wax on it. Yeah,
it's wax and feed, isn't it? So it does a bit of everything.
A bit of that and a bit of this.
Absolutely. Drake, I can take my biker ride off a lower third now. Drake, I can do that yet. Let's do that.
Yeah, wait, just wait. Somebody's going to ask the question now.
Oh, obviously. So Johan K. Holmstrom says maybe a shout out about them fake Samsung batteries would be good. Yeah, and I agree absolutely. I don't know if you saw it, Mr. T, but Mooch has shown that there are some fake Samsung 25Rs floating around hitting the market these days. I shared the post on my Vaping Biker Facebook page, but also there is obviously if you go to Mooch's page, just search Google search battery Mooch, you'll see that there, and I think it'll probably be on tasteyourjuice.com as well. But absolutely. Louisa asks, what do you think of the Angora rabbit cotton debacle that Mooch posted? Did you go as far as trying the Angora? Because I think they just plagued every reviewer in the world to try their cotton.
Yeah.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I never took it. It's the whole they've got the Bugs Bunny on the wrapper. They've got the FDA approved on it, and all that shit under the sun. It's avoid, do not touch with a 10-foot barge pole.
Yeah, exactly. And it worries me as well, the idea of having a cotton that says that it won't burn. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I used to use, before I lost my tub of it, the Vapor's Choice stuff, and that was really good. But it was a strange kind of cotton, really long kind of, I mean, it's all long, but long kind of thick fibers that worked really, really well with sort of mechs at low builds. But no, something like a fluffy cotton that says it doesn't burn, that just worries me. Right, what else have we got? What have we got? Any other questions? Any other questions? So would you say those are 25 arse? I see what Eric Van Dunn did there. Look, arse.
I missed that. What?
In where I said 25 R, he said arse, as in arse. You see? Oh, very good, very good. At Todd's Reviews, another troll at Sven Molly. Oh, well done, well done. Has he got to go? Has he got to go? Have we booted him? Is he blocked?
Yeah, he's gone.
Good, good, well done. Right, what else have we got going on here? Fuck me, it's another one, I think. Hang on, hang on, I'm getting rid of him.
Will you manage?
Yes. Yes, do the right one. It's worrying because it flicks up just as you're about to ban him. It goes, fuck you. Now, there was a talk there about something. What is it? What is it? What is it? Nah, can't see it. Can't see it. At Todd's. Oh, no. Fuck, lost it. Where's it gone? Here we go. Volcan Sahin says, at Todd's, I have a single battery mech mod running with a dual Clapton. Hey, this is definitely for you. At about 0.2 ohms. I think it needs too long to warm up with the battery when the battery isn't full. Will a parallel coil warm up earlier? I'm putting the camera on you for that one.
Not a clue.
All right, I'll answer it for you. Yes, if you use something like a parallel 26 gauge stainless steel, that'll warm up nice and quickly. Generally.
Yes.
Marvelous. Now then, have we got anything else going on? Any other questions in the house? Vaping Biker and Todd, have you tried shake and vape cotton? I think I've got some of that. Is this? Hang on. You see? Yes, yes. Got some. Haven't tried it. Haven't tried it yet. No. Have you tried that?
Nah.
There we go. Let's see. It's a bit rude, Andy Batten, asking for the most expensive mods that we own. Why does it matter? Doesn't, does it? It's not all about money. No.
Nope. There's a thing. The most expensive mod I own is not the best one.
Exactly. And some of I've got some cheapy mods that are fucking glorious that I'll never get rid of. So, you know, it's one of those things. So, yeah, it's about what you like, not about how much it costs. L. Ashton asked, Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews, is there anything we should know about buying mesh? Now then.
Yes, Dean, tell us.
No, that's you. I've just put the camera on you. Suck it up, big boy. Tell us, what about the different grades of mesh and stuff? And maybe, hopefully, you can explain to me, because I didn't know that Canthal mesh was a thing. I didn't know about that until today.
Neither did I. I didn't know the what. I mean, stainless steel mesh, I mean, you get different grades. You can go 100 to 500. The higher the grade, the finer it is. Go to places like the Mesh Company, Crazy Wire, they've all got mesh. You can buy it in A4 sheets, and it will last you for years. One sheet of A4 will last you for years and years. So it may cost you $5 for a sheet, but don't worry about it. You can just keep reusing it. You will get people that will tell you that basically you have bigger holes in a lower grade that is better for wicking heavy VG. To me, it's never made any difference. But so I've always gone for like 350 or 400 grade, and it just seems to work well with everything. And
gotcha.
That's about it. Yeah.
Nice.
The whole flaming it thing, that's for those of you that know. I mean, back in the day, you used to oxidize your mesh when you put it in your Atty, that was so you didn't get any hot spots because you were going to wrap a coil around it. You don't necessarily have to do that. The only reason for me doing it was to get rid of any chemicals that were actually still on the mesh from the manufacturing process.
And it'll also stop it being quite as springy. Because what happened to, like, 3 or 4 years ago, we were flaming Canthal before we sort of rolled it up in coils. And then that just all of a sudden stopped. That stopped being a thing. What happened there? When did that go?
Sorry, mate. I was just saying somebody. There's another troll in the house, so I just got distracted there. I didn't quite hear that question.
Oh, fucking hell! Where is it? We got to get rid of. Have you done him?
No, I don't see it. No, don't see it.
Right. Okay. We'll keep an eye out. No, it was asking, like, back in the day, we used to flame Canthal.
Yeah.
So when we were coiling up, and it would stop it being springy, and I think that happened quite a lot with the thinner gauge, because there was a lot of 28 and 29 gauge Canthal floating around and all that sort of good stuff, and it stopped it being quite as springy. So I imagine if you're flaming mesh, that'll do a similar sort of thing as well.
It does, yes, it does. It's, yeah, oh god. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, kudos to all the people out there that make these amazing coils. I mean, it's an art form in itself. But you go and try building a coil with 0.35 millimeter wire. Let me know how you get on, because it's not easy.
No,
it's really not.
No, absolutely. Right then, what have we got going on here? Todd should grow a beard and Dean should shave his beard. Yeah, that's just not going to happen, though, is it really? Are either of us going to be getting the Snow Wolf V-Feng? Never heard of it. I'm not. Are you?
No, is that not the one with the bright lights all over it? The Yeti lookalike thing?
It might be. It might be. I don't know. Not one that I've seen, but not likely to be coming anywhere near me in the near future. Review best mech for beginners. I am going to throw in the coil art kit there. I think Mr. Green did his review on that one today as well. I reviewed it ages ago, and if you're comfortable with hybrids, I think it's great. If you're not comfortable with hybrids, then the Gig Vape one, I think you had an option of having a regular floating 510 on that one. I seem to remember. So I think as a cheapie goes, they're probably okay. And I've got a review up for both of those, so you can go and check those out. I think I've got a mech playlist. I think, not entirely sure.
Yes, you have. You have.
Hey. Good man. Right. Now then, best mode for noisy cricket parallel to series. We can't answer that, Fernando. It depends how you vape. There's a lot of these sort of questions coming on tonight. We can't say what's best, what's the best RDA, what's best for this and that and the other. So it's all going to be about how you like to vape. That's it. Simple as that. Look, my beard moves if I move my head really quickly.
Yeah, the only thing about the noisy cricket, mate, is go and check your Ohm's law before you start messing about with parallel series and so on. Just Ohm's law.
Absolutely.
Go read up.
Get on Steam Engine, get on whatever else to check that, and make sure you're working. Understand it first off before you just go flying into it.
Yeah.
I think the lowest that I've gone on a series mod is kind of about 0.38, 0.4. Otherwise, it just gets stupid hot and it's all a bit rubbish. And on parallel, I've a little bit lower, 0.14. But as long as you get really good batteries, make sure you use good batteries.
Yeah.
Check Mooch's stuff out for that.
Steam-engine.org.
There we go. Boom. Didn't they change their website recently? Or am I thinking about something completely different?
No, it's still steam-engine.org.
Splendid. Everyone's a winner. Good man. Put the link in there as well. Make sure you go and check it out. Make it your friend. Vaping Vic is in the house. Look, Vaping V1CK. Bonjour, Ricardo. Nice to see you in there. Did you miss anything? No, not really. We've had a lot of trolls tonight. A lot of fucking small penis fuck knuckles. That's about it, really. Best hat, Mike. You wear the best hat, mate.
Rep 187 is saying that the Soul S and Hussar RDTA are great single coil Atties. I totally agree, but the Soul S is actually better with 2 coils in it.
Is it really? Now, when you say 2 coils, two separate coils or a parallel coil?
2 separate coils.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. There you go. Just that's not just me. That's a common consensus from the group on Facebook.
Right. Okay. Morris Heath says, any thoughts on the Trillium finding 0.5 coils a bit flavorless? I think he's trying to say there, instead of flavorless. I haven't got one, haven't used an Atlantis for a couple of years. So can't remember what those coils are like, to be honest with you.
Go to your local vape shop and just ask. They will have, there's a multitude of coils that will fit in that tank. So you don't necessarily have to go after one brand. I think the Eden guys have actually got a list on their site of all the coils that will fit it. So I would go and check that out.
Excellent. You see, Mr. T knows more than I do, which isn't hard, to be fair.
No, it's just
right. What?
It's old stuff. I mean, it's and I'm not being, I'm taking the piss out of the tank. It's true, but it's the coils they're all old coils, so that's why I know about them.
I think I remember getting. I think my wife bought me an Atlantis 3 Christmases ago, I think, and it blew my mind because that was the first sub tank that really that had at the time big airflow and big old lung hits and huge clouds and all that sort of stuff, and that really changed the game, didn't it? But no, I've not tried anything along those lines for ages now.
Yeah, it's a shame because Aspire. I mean, Aspire, mouth to lung. They came out with the Nautilus. They just dominated everything. Atlantis after that for sub-ohm tanks, they owned it, and yeah, they were the bee's knees.
They were absolutely. I kind of miss that. I miss those days where shit came out that wasn't proper words. When shit came out, that was really game changing. Like when we had the Atlantis came out, and I guess like the Avocado / Limitless RDTA, they were something new to the game. But the velocity post that just changed a whole ton of RDAs. And yeah, there isn't that much kind of innovation because how much more can you do? Yeah.
There's Keith. Keith is asking, do you guys know if a Mason 24mm would be okay to use with a mech? I've not seen the 510 pin on a Mason 24mm, so I don't know.
No, I think the only Mason I reviewed was the big fuck off one, but no, I think generally the Masons are made with fairly long 510s there because they're used for a lot of mech users do use them, I believe. But as with anything, you might see a review of something that I've done or Todd's done like a year ago that'll show a protruding 510, and they might have changed it during that time. So it's always relevant to what you have when you buy it. It's very difficult to say with absolute certainty that that something's good. But no, I think the Masons, you're usually pretty safe with them. Yeah. What sort of build would you recommend for the Tricker by Coil Art? I just play with it, know your ohms law, David Almond, know your ohms law, and try different types of wire, different types of coils until you find something that works for you, buddy.
Yeah, totally. Is the Clabido, I think that is, the Og Vape Merlin, is it suitable for mesh? I've never tried the Merlin, so I would not know.
Is that an RDTA?
I have no idea, mate. I really don't know.
No, I don't know either. But no, there we go. So can't answer a great deal of your questions. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to be wrapping this up in a few minutes. So if you do have anything, then please crack in to ask those questions at Todd's Reviews or at Vape and Biker up front to start with. Make sure that we get to see the questions. But otherwise, we're going to be buggering off shortly.
Yes.
I feel a little bit bummed out. The fucking the trolls have bummed me out a little bit tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, move on, move on.
There's too many other glorious people. Hey, have you seen? Did you see that there's a whole bunch of the 4% club in tonight?
Yeah, that's the beard. That's the beard thing.
It's great. I like it. I like it. Now, Vaping V1CK says there he can't spell that. There is an RDTA version, but stainless steel mesh meh. There you go. Look, he's sticking his tongue out at you, Todd.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, somebody's saying that RTAs are not suitable for mesh. I would dispute that. I mean, you can put mesh in pretty much anything, if you wanted to, and not as for necessarily just for wicking, but as a proper, coil round the mesh itself. And there's a lot of RTAs you can do that with. Cool.
I like it. I need to give it a go at some point in time. I think I can't remember what I had a really old school, very popular mesh or Jenny back in the day, and I bought a few A4 sheets of just random gauge mesh from the local vape shop, and I can't remember what it was or what I did with it. I think I threw like 5 A4 sheets away or something, but I'm kind of gutted about that now because I really would like it. At Todd's Reviews, would the mesh and cotton thing work on the SMM Serpent? There's a question.
Yeah, it'll work on any.
Would it not flood on the Serpent though, because you've got that midway?
No, it wouldn't flood.
Would not?
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to wrap it fairly tight, or you'd have to spin it, or whatever you say.
I mean, that's the thing with mesh wicks. I mean, you can sometimes you have it as a straw. You'll actually have a hole going right through. There's no surefire way to do it. A lot of it is trial and error, and pain.
Nasty old dry hits. Any thoughts on the Wismec Gen 3? I have none, but you've seen it and say that it's very small, I believe. The Gen 3 we're talking about, by the way.
No. Yeah, I was in the Zap Wraps tent at Vape Fest, and I got to hang on to it, and it's tiny for a triple 18650 mod. It's absolutely tiny.
Wismec used to do I used to really enjoy the Wismec mods and the Joytech ones, but yeah, I've not had any of them for a while, so I have no thoughts on that whatsoever. Dennis Cezanne, Dennis Cezanne, I don't know how to say your name properly, asks us both, what's the one thing you'd want to change about the vaping industry? Which I think is quite a good question.
You first.
Well, it would be easy to say, the backbiting and the whinging and the bitching and all that sort of stuff, but I guess the one thing that I would like to change is the positive influence we can have on other people. There's a lot of kind of infighting and a lot of people expecting vaping advocate groups to do all the work and all that sort of stuff. And I mean, we're very poorly supported by advocacy in the UK. And I think it's down to us as vapers to go out there and give it a positive image. So that means, not trying to blow clouds when you're walking around Marks and Spencer's. It means kind of, being respectful of other people. And just because there isn't a sign that says don't vape here, just, don't blow a cloud in a granny's face at the fish counter of Morrison's. That's not a good thing. It's not a good look.
Totally agree.
There you go. Anything you'd like to change outside of that?
Yes, I wish everything would go back 4 years so that I understood it all again.
It's growing. I would like things to calm the fuck down a little bit, and actually, and companies to release stuff once it's been fully tested, and not expect the general public to be the beta testers of a product. That'd be good.
It's almost. I mean, this is such an old man moan, but I wish almost that they would take, because there's so much money in it now. And there's so many people trying to make money out of it. I just wish they'd almost take money out of the equation, and it would just go back to that small, tight knit. And I sound like an old fart. Small, tight knit community
Yeah.
That aspect of it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I think you do. There's a lot of talk about the vaping community, and there certainly is one with regards to kind of when either of us do kind of raffles or whatever else. There's a core group of people that are brilliant human beings that really do get involved, but there's also a lot of just fuck knuckles on the outside.
Yeah, I would just like to say that if we actually banned anybody from Gilthead and Argyll from joining chat,
don't think so.
I think that's okay then. Just checking. Just
seeing as I couldn't pronounce it and have no idea where it is, I'm going to say no. What else? Any thoughts on the Boxer Raider mod from Hugo Vapor? I have none. I know nothing of it.
You suck, fat man. International man of vaping. Look at me with all my subs. Come on.
Now, I know of Hugo Vapor, but I've never used any of their mods. Daniel Fry asks, where can I get a spare positive pin for my Mason? I think you can contact Vaporgate, or it may be worth speaking to Evolution Vaping, maybe, possibly, if you're in the UK. I don't know. What microphone am I using? The fucking blue Yeti. There we go. Using one of those bad boys.
I've got one of them.
You don't use it though.
No, it's in a box.
I did see a picture of someone speaking into it with it kind of facing that way, and it doesn't really work properly that way. But,
I've seen videos like that as well, mate.
Just realised that could be very wrong. Right, have we got anything else going on? Is there any other questions going on before we all bugger off? Can we talk about beauty rings, says Christoph Egger. Any recommendation where to get plexi transparent 22 to 24, 22 to 25 rings? Black Delrin rings. I've actually got one somewhere, which is very exciting. No idea where it is. Lost it. But I've got one. But I know nothing of beauty rings. You've
Shut up.
What?
Go into Google and type in bog rat. BOGRAT. That's all you need to know.
And for those of you that may think he said J instead of G, it was G. B-O-G.
I hate you.
I will do the yeah, anyway. Hey, just noticed Vaping Bike has 50,000 subs. Yes, I do. Thank you very much, DNS84. I do indeed. It's very exciting.
No, it's not exciting.
I'm closing in on Mr. Todd. Another 6, I think, to go, and we're there. Congrats on the thing. Thank you very much, Simon Rogers. Very kind. What else have we got? Any other questions before we go? We're going to be going. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes.
Vaping Biker and Todd reviews. What bits of gear do you really regret buying so much that it may still get you angry all over again? Nothing, because I get it all free.
Cock. It's hard to say about stuff that you've bought that sucked, because obviously we do lots of homework before buying stuff. But I had an RDA about 2 years ago. There was one of these 3-in-1s. It was supposed to be an RDA, tank, and something else. That was just so abysmal. That made me so angry. So angry. Can't remember the name of it, but it was a fucking nightmare. There is a mod that I think was horrific as well, and I can't remember the name of it. Now I can't remember. But what else we got? Oh, what have we got? Is it just me, or is anyone else fed up with Smock putting out basically the Alien mod over and over again? I think I've reviewed like 2 Smock products. They never send anything to me, and it doesn't, you know. I haven't had a good time with Smock products, to be fair.
I was talking to can I say this? Yeah, what the hell? My mouth knows nothing. Yeah, the Smock. I was talking to somebody in a vape shop in another place in the country, and they were saying that all the smug aliens, they put them out and they're getting them basically back a week later.
Really?
Saying they're having a hellish time with them.
That's shocking. That's shocking. This goes to making the public be the beta testers. It sucks balls, doesn't it? What's my go-to build for a single coil mech squonker? That's a tough one. It might be a parallel 24 gauge over 3 mil, 6 wraps, 7 wraps, can't remember, something along those lines, possibly stainless steel. What you're reviewing next? Asked Mr. V1CK. Oh, that's a good question. What you got next?
I have already recorded the Dead Rabbit. That's waiting to go live, and I recorded a video for the Thermal by Inikin today as well.
Is that that tank?
That's that thing there. That's the.
Oh, they're going into production with that now, are they? Because I thought that was a thing that may not have happened.
Yeah, well, these were the production ones that arrived with me today. So just because they're basically the same as the pre-production ones, I just recorded a review to get it out of the way, and I'll probably Anakin will never speak to me again once they see that video.
Oh dear. Triple X, mate.
How about you? How about you? What have you got coming next?
Oh, what have I got? Well, it depends on which order they come out, but the Paranormal and Therian DNA 75C are going to come out in one video. I had expected to have a special, well, I'd hoped to have a special guest on for that, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Aegis mod, that's going to be coming out shortly. The Extruder from Definitive Designs, that's going to be happening, and the Speeder mod as well, in no particular order. So there's a bunch of mods to come out while I'm testing the fuck out of a few more RDAs as well. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff happening. Very exciting. Triple X Vapes asked about Buster. Buster's doing well. If you go onto Buster's Leg Facebook group, you can catch up with how he's getting on there, and he's recuperating nicely, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Now then, what else we got going on? What's the worst deck you've ever had to build?
I'll tell you what. Keep talking. I'll find it. Go.
I had the worst one that I had to build was I think it was. Do you remember that I did a UFO looking thing, like a round thing that looked like a UFO? I can't remember the name of it, but that was a nightmare. And it was just, yeah. I mean, the people that had made it had a good old go at their first RDA, and well done to them for creating something and actually going through with it. But no, it was a massive fail. Have you figured out what it was yet?
I'm just loading it up this second. I'm just can I share an image? Can I?
Yeah, I think so. I'll make sure that I'm presenting you. You are being presented.
Oh, don't. I just right, here we go. It's terrible short. Right. Where's the share? There's the share. Right. This one's going back in the mists of time. This one. Boom.
Hang on. Oh, hey, look at that monster.
That was horrendous. Basically, you had to set up all your coils, and down the bottom you had this ring. So you actually moved that ring round, and it would jump to whatever coil you had in. So you could have, was it 4 or 5 different coils in there, and moving that ring round would select that coil that you wanted to use. It was shit. It was so bad.
That looks like a proper nightmare.
I can't remember who made it now, but that's going back a long time, that one.
Todd, have you got, can you recommend, no, he's asking for everything. Just go and watch Todd's channel, Vasilis. He'll show you a whole bunch of good stuff on there. What's your cheapest bit of vape gear that tickled your fancy? Pico Squeeze and Wasp Nano for Tyrone Johnny.
Me, I really liked the Wotofo mech mod.
Yes, good call.
But just because it was at a time when there was, mech mods had kind of died off or were dying off, but you had to spend a hell of a lot of money to get a mod with rhodium contacts, hybrid, or a 510. But it came with everything, and it was dirt cheap. It was really good.
Yeah, no, I'll go with that. Well, I've still got my stainless one, and I used it in the 1VP review that I did from the Dovpo RDA, and I thought that was absolutely spectacular. I'm just looking now to see if there's anything else. Oh, I'll tell you what, sub-ohm tank really kind of blew me away. And that was this kind of setup. This is Vape Whiz, which I can't remember who originally did this, but the Pollux tank for a little sub-ohm tank was fucking marvelous. Just crazy smooth airflow and cheap as balls. It really was cheap as piss, and it was really, really fucking good.
Yeah. There's Dean Feeney. He's saying the Dovpo 1VP as well. That still may at this point get my best RDA of the year yet. It's up there. It really is up there.
Certainly. Did you see the guy at Fest that had he had his customized one with the tube so he could squonk with it?
Mark Seaton.
There we go.
Yes. He's a very clever guy. Very clever guy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that sort of stuff's cool as fuck. Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews, are you excited for the new Recoil RDA? You never had the original Recoil from Grim, did you?
Yeah, I'm really excited for what is it?
I don't know if it's been announced whether it's if it's definitely an RDA. Has it, Gary Munns? I don't know. But no, I really like the original. I really like the original Recoil very much so. So yeah, it should be cool. Large limpet at Vaping Biker. I made some offended by fenders. Nice juice. Good man. Vaping Biker Todd's Reviews, favorite juice?
Goose juice.
There you go. And for me, just there's a whole bunch of them. My juice changes a lot. My favorite juice, it changes all the fucking time. It really, really does. So it's really difficult for me to be able to find one particular juice that I think is better than others. Will you be getting the Rapture RDA?
Huh?
No, I'm not getting a Rapture RDA. Are you getting a Rapture RDA?
Yes, mine's arrives tomorrow. I'm just saying that because I'm a twat and I want to get one up over you.
No, I don't think I am. I know I have had to turn away a few things of late. I don't think I've turned that away, but I've had to turn away a few things, or at least say the most that I can offer is a show off in a vlog, just because I've got so much stuff in my review queue. But no, I haven't. I can't remember turning it down. But there we go. What else? Any more? We're going. No, I said that 10 minutes ago. Look, fucking, we really are doing.
Did you get an email about the conspiracy?
Conspiracy, is that? Yes, I'm going to go with yes.
Good. Sorry, I just wondered what you thought about it.
Was that the thing that looked quite goon style with the deck?
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It was very goon style.
Yeah, it didn't look anything too different, did it?
No, it didn't. No, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah, no, those guys got told that unfortunately I can only do a sort of a show off in a vlog. I can't do a full review on it at the moment because it's just too fucking busy. Too busy. I know it's a tough. I tell you, I thought the other day that I should get an intern. That'd be great.
What qualifications do they have to have?
They just have to be extremely talented individuals, and decent coil builders and good editors. Know their way around Final Cut Pro. There you go. So I can't be fucked to edit anymore. It's just too much.
And
I like how Philip DeFranco does it, because he just does his recording and then he says, fucking, there you go. And then he'll watch over him every now and again and go, yeah, I'm okay with that. Or no, change that. And boom, done. Fixed. I like it.
That's a great idea. Sorry, I'm just priming my coil here because I know we're going and I've got to do that stupid cloud shot thing.
Cuz Steve says, Vaping Biker only used on the CCC Underdog Cerakote model. Yes, I believe they are trying to get that underway. I think that they had a bit of a challenge because they had some of the camo mods that didn't come through as well as they'd like to have done. So they may be changing their Cerakote to make that happen. But yes, there is certainly going to be more. I imagine if you get to Expo in October, then if you're in the UK, that they will have some Cerakote mods there. I would think, to be honest. But no, I think we are pretty much done and dusted now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for coping through all of the morons that, not all of them, there was only a couple really, but for the moron trolls, thank you very much for dealing with those with us. Very kind of you. No, Nightcore Mixeroo. Yes, Lois, absolutely. I definitely need to get that out ASAP. I do also definitely need to mix some juice up and just do a difference with a week steep time of a mixed one and a non-mixed one. So I'm going to do that with some Offended by Fenders V2 the moment I get the time to do it. But over the last couple of weeks, because I've been desperately ill, I haven't had a chance to do that. So no, I will be doing that absolutely. Right. Someone wants it's a thing. It is a thing. It's a thing.
I just want to say to Mech Mod Mike, it's awesome to see you. It's nothing personal, but we're all going now.
It's Mech Mod Mike just joined in. Oh, yeah. Wow. The picture's on the wonk. It's not actually on the wonk. It's not. It's the camera angle. I think the whole camera might be on the wonk. So there we go. Steve Burns, thanks very much. Thanks very much for watching. So yes, here we go. Let's do that stoppy thing, shall we? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody, and a huge thank you to everybody that's helped the channel get over the 50,000 mark in subscribers. That it means so much to me, and it's ridiculous that this little channel has managed to do that, and especially in such a short time as well. I'm constantly stunned, and I said on my Instagram thing that I'm horrified that one day people might realize that I'm just a huge fraud, or might think but because I just kind of come in and I'm doing stuff, and you know, fraud wasn't the best word to use, but it's bonkers. It's just it's a bonkers thing that the channel is gone, and I'm waiting for the bubble to burst at any given time. But thank you so much to everybody that subscribed, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're all a very lovely bunch of bastards. You really are. And you know, a special big thumbs up to the 4% Club. So you know, you're my favorites. That's instantly how people lose and go away. But yes, Gary Munn's 100,000 next. That's the plan. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. We'll both be back. Make sure that you are subscribed to Todd's reviews, and as well as you are subscribed to that. If you do fancy giving us a little thumbs up, that'd be great. It's always nice to know that you like what we're doing, and we will both see you very soon. But as for now, it's that time. I'm going to put the camera on, Mr. Mark. I'm going to have it large.